One of those many affected by Italy's lockdown. Ettore Messina, a renowned coach in international basketball, winner of 4 EuroLeague championships. NBA fans may remember him as the Spurs assistant who filled in for Greg Popovich when Pop's wife passed away. Messina also coached with the Lakers. Now he is the head coach of Olimpia Milano in the top flight of Italian basketball. And he joins us live from Italy. Buongiorno, Coach Messina.
I know that. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am well. We know that you are quarantined right now in your home in Milano. Can you tell us how that came to be?
Yes. Last Friday, we were getting ready. Last Thursday, I'm sorry, we were getting ready to fly to Berlin for a game of the EuroLeague, and the whole EuroLeague got the news that a player from Real Madrid, Trey Tompkins, an American player, was found positive. And because of that, all the teams that had recently played against Real Madrid were put in quarantine. So myself, my coaching staff, everybody in the team has been in quarantine since that day, and we will serve a 2 weeks quarantine because of that.
And can you give us
we're doing well. We're home. Yeah.
You're doing well. You're home. That's the good news. Very happy to hear that. And no other players have tested positive to your knowledge?
They found another player in a team of the VTB League, which is the league that covers Russia and all Eastern Europe. A player from Kalev was found positive. So now also that league has been suspended, and 2 teams have been put in quarantine. Right now, for what I know, only the Turkish league is still active. Every other league has been suspended, and like the NBA, and we do not know when they will resume play, and hopefully that will happen.
You mentioned the NBA, and I'm wondering what your thoughts were as you saw this series of cascading events happening in the States, beginning with Rudy Gobert's diagnosis and then very quickly the NBA suspending its season.
Well, I think you used the right word. They reacted very, very quickly. Honestly, they've been faster and more decisive and assertive than what happened in Europe, where we had to wait quite a long. We went through I think almost 1.5 weeks of games played with closed doors. My team played 2 games in closed doors, one at home and one on the road. And overall, there was a sense all over Europe, outside Italy, that the coronavirus was a problem of Italy, while the situation is proving that the virus was spreading very, very fast. I think the NBA reacted quickly, reacted well, and hopefully the whole United States will face the crisis in the best possible way.
Coach, and obviously we feel the same about you and all our friends in Italy as we feel for what you have going through and how terribly your nation has been affected. Can you give us a sense of what it's been like for you to be separated from your players, how you're staying in touch, and what this quarantine experience has been like for you?
Well, we're lucky because we are in a very good organization, and there are a lot of people who are taking care about the players, the doctors, the managers, everybody. So nobody's left alone. The city, Milano, is very well organized, and you can shop online for your food. Most of the players have their family here. Right now, there being no, let's say, overreaction. Everybody is in good shape. Of course, everybody is, let's say, anxious to see what's going to happen. First of all, considering how the virus will be faced, how the situation hopefully will improve. And then in the next weeks, if the games of EuroLeague and the Italian League will start over again. As you know, there have been some players in Europe that are asking to go back home. But now players don't even know if it's better to stay or come back to the United States because of the lack of flights, because of the uncertainty of the situation also in the United States. So there was a quick reaction at the beginning, but now I think everybody is more, let's say, confident that they better stay here and see how the next week develops.
Right, and not travel. Coach, we have seen these incredible pictures. Back here in the States, they've gone viral of these flash mobs of people literally standing on their balconies and joining each other in song. And it's been really touching to watch. Can you share with me what that says about the spirit of the Italian people?
Look, this has been really the encouraging part because, as you well know, we're always discussing and fighting with each other politically, and sometimes not finding a common way of facing situations. But right now, the emergency, one more time, is helping people to get together. There is a strong sense of togetherness and a strong sense of gratitude and let's say admiration for the doctors and all the people like nurses and whoever works in the hospital, because they're facing a crisis that is second to none. We're in the same situation like in the war. Beds in the emergency rooms are scarce resources, and we are at the point that we need to build, let's say, 10 hospitals like it's been during the war. So there is a strong sense of emergency that is being faced with a lot of togetherness from the whole country, thanks God.
Yeah, very, very interesting that you compare it to war times, and that's a very apt
Yeah.
analogy. Have you heard anything, Coach Messina, about when you might be able to leave your homes?
Uh, Look, when the quarantine will be over, which will be midway through next week, we will be able to get out of the house. You're allowed to go out of your home just to go buy the food for a quick walk. Only pharmacies and food stores are open, so those are the only places where you can walk out. Even running in a park is no more possible because most of the parks in the top cities have been closed because people cannot stay close one to another. We have to respect the distance. We have to respect, let's say, the situation, and it won't change much with respect to the situation in the quarantine, with the exception you can go out for a quick walk or to go buy the food.